Welcome back to my real estate podcast with David Liberator. I'm your host, and today we're talking about something that I think a lot of people dream about but don't always know how to navigate. Finding the perfect downtown Sarasota condo with those absolutely killer views. David, thanks so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about this because downtown Sarasota really is becoming such a hot market. And honestly, when people think about living here, the views are often the first thing that gets them excited.
Right. I mean, who doesn't want to wake up to an amazing view, right? But I'm curious, when you're working with clients looking for these high view condos, what are they actually looking for? Are they all the same, or do people have different priorities?
That's a great question. So it really varies. Some people are all about waterfront views, looking out at Sarasota Bay, the Gulf, that kind of thing. Others are more interested in city skyline views or even views of the key islands. And then there are people who just want to be high up, period. They want that elevation and the feeling of being above it all.
Oh, wow. So it's not just one thing. That's interesting because I think a lot of people probably assume everyone wants the same view. So when you're helping someone navigate this, what's your process? How do you actually match them with the right building?
Well, first, I listen to what they really want. Location matters. Some buildings downtown are positioned better than others for certain views. You've got some that face the bay, some that face the islands, some that have views of both. And then there's the height factor. The higher you go, the more expansive the view gets. But you also have to think about what's actually in front of you from that height.
That makes total sense. So it's not just about going as high as possible. You actually have to think about the orientation and what you're looking at. Are there specific buildings in downtown Sarasota that you think really stand out when it comes to views?
Absolutely. There are definitely some buildings that are known for their exceptional views. The key is finding the ones that have the right combination of height, location, and that unobstructed sightline. And honestly, it's worth taking the time to visit different units and different floors because the views really do change dramatically depending on where you are in the building.
That's such good advice. I think people sometimes just look at photos online and think they've got the full picture. But being there in person is totally different, right?
Exactly. Photos don't capture the actual experience. When you're standing on a balcony 30 stories up looking out at the Gulf, or you're watching the sunset from your living room, that's something you really need to feel for yourself. It's not just about the view, it's about how that view makes you feel every single day.
I love that. So it's really about the lifestyle and the experience, not just checking a box. Well, this has been super helpful, David. For anyone out there thinking about making a move to downtown Sarasota and wanting those amazing views, it sounds like the best thing to do is reach out to someone like you who really knows the market. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.
Thanks for having me. I love talking about this stuff. Downtown Sarasota is an incredible place to live, and if you're thinking about it, I definitely encourage people to explore their options. The views are just the cherry on top of everything else this area has to offer.